Hi guys, the Metal Maniac back again. So I'm going to be doing a review on the album Power Metal band Pantera. Um, so this album is actually their fourth album, released back in 1988. Yeah, let's get to the band members. Um, of course, there is Phil Anselmo on vocals. Um, Diamond Darrell on guitar. Rex Rockner on bass, and Vinnie Paul on drums. Also, this was the first Pantera album to feature Phil Anselmo on vocals. Before that, they had a different singer for the first three albums. I don't know the name of the person who had vocals on the first three albums, but this is Phil Anselmo's Phil Anselmo. I don't even know how to pronounce that last name, Anselmo. This is Phil Anselmo's first album with Pantera. Alright, so first off, this album starts off with the song Rock the World, which is my favorite song on the album. Just a really great heavy riff. Not heavy, like super heavy like you would expect these days, but for like late 80s, it's a pretty heavy riff for that time period and for the style of metal that this album is. And that early Pantera was. But yeah, just a really awesome riff. Phil Anselmo's vocals are probably the best on this song. In terms of songs on the album, this is probably his best vocal performance. He hit some pretty impressive high notes for someone who doesn't necessarily do high vocals. Doesn't do high vocals that much. It's pretty impressive that he can do them. Like he does them when he like I guess when it really fits. But like yeah, just a really impressive vocal performance on the song. Yeah, just a really awesome song. Track number 2 is Power Metal, the title track, and also despite the name of the album being Power Metal, the name of the song being Power Metal. The song style of early Pantera was not power metal. Not even this song, and not even this album. It's actually more, I guess you could say, a mix of classic heavy metal and classic hard rock. But yeah, it's anyway. But the song is called Power Metal, even though the music isn't technically power metal. But yeah, Power Metal is another great song. It has a really awesome guitar solo in it. But yeah, just a really cool follow up to another awesome. For the first song and the second song are definitely paired very well side by side. Great transition from the first song to the second. The third song, "We'll Meet Again," is very forgettable. This song kind of feels like it was purposely made more, I guess, mainstream, quote unquote, to be, I guess, sort of to be played on radio. But I don't know, it just doesn't feel. I know it just does. The feel of it doesn't fit the rest of the album. It just feels a bit off. All right, the next song number 4, "Over and Out," is also a really good song. I love the guitar solo on it. Not guitar solo, guitar riff. Yeah, just another awesome song. "Proud to Be Loud" is another really, really good song. This album so far, when I'm going down the track listing, this album so far does a really good job in transitions between songs, like putting songs side by side that fit the flow very well. Again, except for "We'll Meet Again." Anyway, yeah, "Proud to Be Loud," awesome song. Track number 6 is "Down Below," another great song. Track number 7 is "Death Trap," awesome. Track number track number 8 is "Hard Ride." This has probably my favorite guitar riff of any song in the on the entire album. The guitar riff on Hard Ride, it's not. I wouldn't say it's like. How do I describe this riff? Like, it sounds very sharp. That's the way I could describe it. It sounds very sharp. Not necessarily a clean sound, very very clean sounding, but it has like an edge to it. If you guys understand what I'm trying to say, like, it has like an edge to it. Like, the riff has like a awesome edge to it. But yeah, the guitar riff on Hard Ride is amazing. And my second favorite guitar solo is on the song. Like, not my second favorite guitar solo overall, but I mean to say my second favorite guitar solo on the album. But yeah, just a really awesome guitar riff, guitar solo. The vocals the vocals are okay, but listening to this song, like, you really want to listen to the song for the guitar riff and the guitar solo. But yeah, Hard Ride, another awesome song. The ninth song is Burn, also a really, really good song. A pretty short song compared to the rest of the songs on the album, but still really, really good. And then the last song is PST88. Despite the bizarre name of the song, it's also a really good song. Not the best of closing songs, but still really, really good. But yeah, so those are the 10 songs. The artwork. The artwork, I mean, it's not technically artwork, it's just a picture of the band, but, I mean, it's still really cool. You can see the band there. And then, the Pantera logo up in there with the, red lettering and a yellow trim. And then there's sort of like a weird spiky red trim on the picture of the band. And you see Power Metal in like this red sort of distorted font. And then there's the back with this awesome red and black color palette. Also, by the way, I'm pretty sure this is anyway, I'll say that. I'll save that till the end. Anyway, so overall, my final thoughts before, added thoughts before my final verdict. So, I'm gonna do my final verdict, then do my overall thoughts, just the way this particular one works out. So overall, I'm gonna give this a solid 7 out of 10. It's a very good album. It has like I said, there's not really that much wrong with it. The only thing, like, We'll Meet Again is pretty forgettable, and then the vocals to Hard Ride is sort of meh. But other than that, there's not really anything bad I can say about this album. The main reason why not a lot of people, not a lot of people, there's a lot of people these days who don't even know that Pantera had albums back in the 80s. They had 4 of them. The first one, I don't remember when each of them came out, but the first one was called Magic Metal. The second one, I believe, was called I Am the Night. I don't remember what the third one's name was, and then this one, the fourth and final 80s Pantera album, is Power Metal, which came out in 88. Now, the reason why not a lot of people know about their 80s stuff is because Pantera themselves sort of ignore their 80s stuff. Sort of a very bizarre thing. Not even just Pantera ignores their 80s stuff. A lot of the Pantera fans ignore their 80s stuff. I guess just because the band, they have the weird mindset of, the band is ignoring their 80s stuff, we'll ignore the 80s stuff too. It's just so bizarre because, like, from my understanding, I guess before Dimebag died, he made the band promise never to acknowledge that 80s stuff. Now, I don't know if that's true. That's just what I've read. Yeah, I don't know. It's just bizarre. I guess they are. I don't know. It almost makes it seem like they're ashamed that they used to be classic heavy metal. I don't know, but yeah, their old stuff should not be ignored. And here's the thing, though: their old stuff, their 80s stuff, is the stuff that they actually have the rights to. Therefore, they can reprint the stuff anytime. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Their 80s stuff is very hard to find because it's been out of print for years. For years. Oh yeah, and I was gonna say this is an original. This is an original '88 copy because again, I don't think any of their '80s stuff ever was re-released. I might be wrong about that, but I don't think their '80s stuff was ever re-released. But yeah, I mean, just because Pantera ignore their '80s stuff, and just because a lot of their fans do, don't be discouraged to check out their '80s stuff, and especially this album, because this album is amazing. But yeah, so that about wraps it up for this video. And I'll see you all next time.